Please click on subscribe button and click on bell icon for more interesting updates on civil engineering concepts. In this video, I will explain you retrofitting of G+2 building by using ETABS software. So in this video, I will cover the concept which is related to the modeling process and analysis process. So in my next coming video, I will explain you designing process of G+2 building with retrofitting process. So I was already explained what is mean by retrofitting. Retrofitting is nothing but the strengthening of existing building with the help of different types of methods. So in this video, I will follow the retrofitting process with the help of the jacketing method. Why? Because this method has more advantages than remaining methods. So initially we need to click on ETABS software. The software will be open here like this. So click on new model option. So here we have to select the model initialization option as per the use built-in settings with selection option. So here we have to select the display units as per the Indian metric SI system, and we have to select the steel design code is IS 800 and the concrete design code is IS 456. Click on OK option. So after that it will open your grid dimensions as well as story dimensions options here like this. So just I am assuming number of lines will be consisting of 5 numbers in X direction and Y direction will be consisting of 4 numbers. Let us consider this spacing in X direction is 3 meters, spacing in Y direction is 3 meter. So here I am selecting custom grid spacing option. So initially I am selecting edit grid data. So here I am editing this respected option as per the center to center line distance between the column. So here I am selecting first grid will be consisting of 4 meter and second grid will be consisting of 3 meter, third grid will be consisting of 4 meter and last grid will be consisting of 3 meter, and in Y direction just I am taking 4 meter for the center one. Click on OK. So after that we have to enter the number of stories here. So it will be consisting of 4 number of stories. So here as per our definition we will consider G+2 building ground story plus remaining 2 stories which is equals to 3 stories plus 3 stories plus 1 plinth section we will consider. So total which is equals to 4 number of stories. So we will modify the data as per your G+2 building considerations. So for that click on custom grid story option, edit this. So here I am taking plinth level P, let us consider. So the story number 1 will be consisting of ground here, just I am taking it as G, and story number 1 here, and this is story number 2. Okay, G+2 story building. So click on OK. So after that we have to select grid only option, click on OK option. So after that it will open your respected grids like this, which is consisting of horizontal grids and vertical grids in Z direction grids. So initially we need to define the material properties for olden building as well as your jacketing material properties, which is nothing but the grade of the concrete as well as grade of the steel. For olden building I will consider Fe 415 grade steel and M15 grade concrete. For new building I will consider M30 grade concrete with Fe 600 grade steel. So initially we need to define those respected property. So click on define option here, material properties, add a new property. Initially I am selecting as per the Indian standard system concrete section, which is comes under your 15 grade. Click on OK. Click on OK. Again I am adding one more section which is related to the steel section, which is comes under your 415 grade. Initially we need to add Fe 345 section. So after that we have to modify the data as per your considerations of 415 grade. So here I am selecting design property data. So here we have to edit this respected value as per your 415 grade. So here I am taking this respected value as 415. Click on OK option. So after that click on OK here. So after that we have to add the new property data, which is nothing but your jacketing data. So click on add new material. So here I am selecting the concrete section, which is comes under your M30 grade. Add it. Okay. Again I am adding one more section which is related to the steel section, which is comes under your 600 grade steel. Let us consider 600. So here I am considering this respected design property data as per the considerations of this respected section. So here I am selecting this FU minimum yield strength is also 600 grade. Again I am considering this respected value is 600, and last one effective tensile strength also 600. Click on OK. Click on OK. So after that we have to click on OK. So now we have to define the beam sections, column sections for this retrofitting of G+2 building. So this is one of the important step in retrofitting process. Everything will be same. So for that initially we need to click on define option. So in this we need to select the section properties, which is comes under your frame sections. So here I am selecting frame sections. Initially we need to delete all the previous section which is comes under your respected property. Click on delete multiple here. So here I'm selecting different property which is comes under your frame sections. Click on delete section. So it will define your respected to property which is related to your default section. Click on OK. So after adding our requirements, we will delete this respected property. So initially I am adding new property here which is related to the concrete rectangular section. So here in this I am selecting section designer in special. So we need to add this respected retrofittation columns and beams in section designer only. So here I am selecting section designer option. So in this I am giving the property name as, let us consider it as B. And we have to select the base material property data as per M15 grade. Why? Because for old line building we are constructed with M15 grade concrete. So initially we need to click on section designer option. So in this we need to draw the property as per your considerations. So initially I am selecting draw. So select concrete shapes, select rectangular section. So here I am selecting center point here. So after that we have to edit this respective property data as per your considerations. Right click on it. So here initially I am selecting 230 mm cross 230 mm is the beam side for old line building. Click on OK. So after that we have to add the reinforcement for this 230 cross 230 dimensions. So click on draw. Rebar shape, select it as rectangular section, again select the center point. Now we have to edit this respective property as per the considerations. Click on this respected option, so it will open your options here like this. So now we have to edit this respected data as per the height and width considerations. So here I am considering it as 180 and you have to select the bar size. So for old line building basically they will construct with 12 mm bars only, so that's why I am changing all the bars at 25 mm to 12 mm bars here. Click on OK. So it will add your respected 4 number of rods in this respected beam. So after that we have to add jacketing for this beam section. So for that again we have to go to draw, select the concrete shape, rectangular one, select the center point. Now I am selecting this respected option, right click on it. So here we have to edit the data as per your considerations. So here I am considering 300 height and 300 is the width for this section. Click on OK. So after that we have to add the reinforcement for this existing jacketing. So go to draw option again rebar shapes, we have to select rebar sections. So now we have to select the center point. Now we have to edit these respected options, right click on it and we have to edit the options here, 270 in height direction and 270 in width direction, and we have to edit the bar size as per your considerations. Let us consider, just I am taking it as 16 mm bars for the respected new jacketing process. Okay, so click on OK option. So it will open your respective 16 mm bars here like this. So again select this respected center bars. So select this 25 mm. We have to change this respective property to 16 mm. Apply to all sections. Click on OK. So it will apply your respective jacketing with the 16 mm bars like this. So after that click on OK. So click on section designer. So this is the section designer which is comes under your beam sections. Okay, click on OK. So after that click on OK. In the same way we have to define the column size. Before defining the column size we have to delete these respective properties, two properties. Click on yes option. So after that add a new property, again section designer, and you have to give the name as column. Okay, click on select the base material which is comes under your M15 grade and click on add section designer. Initially we need to draw the concrete section shape which is comes under your rectangular one. Now we have to edit the dimensions as per the considerations of the column. So as per the considerations of the column, basically for old line building they are considered with 300 mm cross 300 mm is the column size. So with M15 grade click on OK. So after that we have to add the rebar sections for this respected column. Go to draw, rebar sections, rectangular bar, select the center point. Again you have to select the corner point here for this, right click on it. So here we have to edit the data as per the considerations of height as well as width. Let us consider it as 350 cross 350 is the width and dimensions for this respected property. So click on OK, but it is not sufficient for this respected section. Again we will change the dimensions as per the considerations of this respected option. Again select this, right click on it. Again I am selecting the property as per 270 mm cross 270 mm here. Click on OK. So again we have to select the bars, right click on it. Again I am selecting this respected bar. Old line building will be consisting of, let us consider it as 12 mm bars. So here I am considering this respected property as 12 mm. So click on apply all corners, click on OK. Again I am selecting this respected center bar also, which is also consisting of your dimensions of 12 mm. So click on apply all dimensions, click on OK. So after that we have to draw jacketing for the column also. Go to draw option, concrete shape, rectangular section, select the rectangular center point. Again I am selecting this respected property. Now we have to edit the dimensions as per your considerations. Let us consider it as 400 cross 400 is the dimensions of new jacketing method. So after that we have to draw the rebar shape as per the rectangular consideration. So here I am selecting rebar considerations as per the rectangular section. So here I am selecting center point. Now I am selecting this respected property and we have to edit the property as per the data considerations of this respected section. So here I was consider this respected property as 370 and this is distance also, let us consider it as 370, and bar size we have to consider it as 16 mm, and I am considering next bar size is also 16 mm, and I am considering this respected bar size is 16 mm and this respected bar size is 16 mm. So after that click on OK option. So it will draw your respective property here like this. Now we have to select the center one. Again we have to select this respective property also 16 mm. Apply to all edges. Click on OK. So it will change the property as per your considerations. Now I am selecting the center one which is comes under your respective property like this. So after that we have to select the corner section which is related to this respective property. So here for this respected corner section we have to go with M30 grid. Please remember this point. For inner section basically we will provide with respected section of M15 grade. So again we have to go with the corner section which is comes under your M30 grade. Click on OK option. So click on OK. So after defining this respected property we need to define the slab thickness. Define section properties, slab section. So select the add new property which is comes under your slab 150 mm. Again I am selecting material which is comes under your M30 grade slab which is of 150 mm thickness. Click on OK. OK option. So after that select slab one, delete property. Again we have to delete the plank one also. So after defining this respective property we need to assign to this respective structure. So initially we need to select all stories. So select add beam command option which is nothing but quick to draw beam sections. Select the beams, drag to the respected plan. So it will draw your respected beams. Again select the column sections. Just I am changing the property from beam to column. Just I am drawing this respected property for the column also. So this is the column section which is comes under your rectification of the existing structure which is related to your G+2 building model. So after that we have to select the slab thickness. Select property name as slab S150, drag to your respected plan model. So after that we have to delete all the properties at the base for this building. Select one story option for that. Select the base here. Select all the properties at the base. Click on delete option. So it will delete all the properties which is related to the ground story. Now we have to see this respected model in rendering view process. Select the right mark here. Display, set to display option. Go to object to fill option here. Other assignments. Go to general option, object to fill option, extrusion frames, extrusion shells, apply, OK. Okay, so this is the 3D rendering view for this respected existing structure, okay, which is done with retrofitting process. So after modeling process completed, we need to apply the load cases for this building. So initially we need to define the load cases. Go to define load patterns. So it will add your respected dead loading condition, live loading condition here. So select earthquake load which is in X condition. And type will be comes under your seismic loading condition which is related to the IS 1893 code book as per the seismic loading point of view considerations. So here I am selecting this code, click on add. Again I am adding Y direction condition, click on add a new load. In the same way just I am adding wind load which is in X condition. Select the type as wind which is related to the 875 code. Click on add a new property. In the same way just I am adding Y direction load cases. So after that we have to modify this respected seismic load as well as wind load as per the definition considerations. So initially click on modify lateral load. So select the per code value is 0.36 in X direction condition. So here we have to select the X direction, click on OK. Again I am selecting Y direction. Now we have to select the Y direction options only. Okay, click on OK. Select the wind load which is in X condition system, modify lateral load. So here I am selecting this respected value is 44 which is comes under your terrain category 4. Click on OK option. Again I am selecting wind load which is in Y direction, modify lateral load option. Again you have to select this respected property is 44 which is also comes under your respected property of 4 of terrain category, and you have to enter this respected exposure value direction. So modify here, and you have to enter this respected angle is 90 degrees. Why? Because x-axis is always perpendicular to y-axis. Click on OK. Again I am selecting index. I will modify this respected angle to 0 degrees here. Click on OK. So click on OK. So after that we have to apply the load cases which is related to the dead loading condition, live loading condition, seismic loading condition, wind loading condition for this structure. So initially we need to select all the building. Go to assign option, joint loads, select forces, add to existing loads. Initially we need to apply the loads which is related to your joint loads only, not entire beam section dead loading condition. Just I am applying the self weight which is comes under your joints only. So after applying this respected joint load, we need to apply the individual member loads. Please remember this point. Most of the people are asking me, sir, why you are assigning the individual dead loading condition for this respected structure? You are already defined the self weight now. So basically this is the answer for this respected question. So this is only joint load. Okay, please remember this point. Click on apply, click on OK. So after that we have to apply the dead load for the beams, columns, slab. So initially we need to calculate those respected intensity as per the dimensions. So here I am taking the new beam size will be consisting of 0.3 cross 0.3 which is multiplied by 25. So it will give the intensity of 2.25. Go to select property, frame section. Select the beam here, select here, close, go to assign, frame line load, distributed load, add to existing load which is related to 2.25 intensity here. Apply, OK. So after that we have to select property, frame sections, column, select option, close option. Now here we have to give the dimensions of 0.4 cross 0.4 multiplied by your 25. So it will give the intensity of 4 here. Go to assign, say frame line load, distributed load, add to existing load, so which is comes under your respective intensity of 4 here. Let us consider it as 4. Apply, OK. So after that we have to apply the slam dead load which is related to 0.15 multiplied by 25 which is equals to 3.75 intensity. So go to select, initially select option, property and slab section which is related to S150, close. Go to assign option here. Select your shell area load, uniform load which is related to your dead load of the structure and which is related to 3.75 intensity here. Click on apply, click on OK. So after that we have to apply the live load for this respective structure. So for that initially we need to select the previous section PS. So go to assign option here, select shell area load, uniform load which is related to the live loading condition. Just I am assuming the intensity will be 3. Add to existing loads, click on apply here, click on OK. So after that we have to apply the seismic load which is in X condition as well as Y condition. So for that initially we need to select all the structure, go to assignment, shell area load, uniform load which is related to the earthquake load, X direction condition with add to existing loads option and direction will be of global X, apply, OK. Again we have to select all the structure, go to assign, shell area load, and we have to select it as uniform and earthquake load which is in Y direction, add to existing loads and which is in global Y direction, apply, OK. So after that we have to apply the wind loading condition. So here I am selecting all the building, go to assign, shell area load. So in this we need to select the wind pressure coefficient. So now here we have to select the 0.86 is the wind coefficient for the windward direction. So click on apply, click on OK. So after that we have to select all the structure. Go to assign, shell area load, wind pressure coefficient which is comes under your wind load which is in Y direction condition. Click on apply, click on OK. So after that we have to apply the load combinations for this respective structure. So go to define option for the load combinations, select add default design combinations as per the concrete frame design, click on OK, OK option. So after that we have to apply the supports for this respective structure. So for that go to your base for this respective structure. So select all the node points at the base, go to assign option, joints, restraints, select the fixed supports option, click on apply, click on OK. So after that we have to apply the diaphragm for this respective structure which is nothing but the center point of the building and load action rate. So go to assign option here, select a joint here, select a diaphragm. So click on display D1, click on apply, click on OK. Okay. So after that we have to analyze this respective structure. Go to analyze option. Initially we need to check this respected model which is related to the joint checks. Click on OK. So it will check your model with 0 errors. So after that go to analyze option. So here we have to select the set load cases to run option. So click on run now option. So it will do the analysis process for this respective structure. So initially we need to save this respected model. Just I am saving to some name. Click on save option. So it will analyze this respective structure like this. So this is the deflection of this respective structure due to presence of your dead loading condition. Click on snap animation option. Due to the effect of the dead loading condition, the building will be deflect here like this. So you can change that respective deflection diagram to other load cases. Display. So here we have to select the deform shape as per your respected earthquake loading condition. Click on apply. So if you click on OK option, again click on start animation option, the deflection will be exist for this respected building in X direction condition only. So this is the deflection of this respected building due to presence of your earthquake load X condition. So after that we have to check the shear force diagram, bending moment diagram for this respected structure. So for that go to click on display option, forces stresses diagram, select frame, spear, spandrella forces. In this we need to select shear 2 click on apply. So this is the shear force diagram for this respective structure. Again click on display option, spear spandrella forces which is related to bending moment 2 click on apply. So this is the bending moment diagram. So this is the torsion diagram. So this is the input plane diagram, and this is in plane moment diagram, and this is moment 3 diagram, and this is shear 3 diagram for this respective structure. So after that we have to load the Excel sheets as per the deflection point of view, shear point of view for this building. So for that go to display. So here we have to select the show tables option. So in this you can select the options as per your considerations of your respective load cases. So here I am selecting load cases results, which is comes under your deflection, joint displacement, otherwise you can select your story drift, and structural results which is comes under your story forces. Let us consider. Click on OK. So it will load your respected output file with some values here which is related to the drift values and story forces values for this respective structure like this. So this is the process, modeling and analysis of G+2 building with retrofitting process. So in my upcoming video I will explain you how to design this respective structure by using ETABS software. If you have any queries about this respected video, please text me your questions in the below comment box. I will try to give the answer for the respected questions. Thank you.